Time for a love potion, a little sweet and spice. Throw it all in a cauldron, mix it up real nice. Fire in my eyes.
Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you all how I made this delicious Nsala soup. Nsala soup is an Igbo soup, which is also known as white soup. So there are so many ways you can make Nsala soup. You can either make it with fresh fish or dry fish. But this recipe I'm sharing with you guys today is dry fish Nsala soup. So let me introduce you to the ingredients that I've used to make this soup. Here I have my chicken. The best Nsala is made with live chicken, not frozen chicken, okay? So I have my live chicken, goat meat, and yam for thickening the soup. I also have my well-washed and deboned dry fish. So this particular dry fish that I'm using to make this soup is the original catfish. That is the kind of catfish that you see in the soup after making it. So properly dried and also tasty. This particular dry fish is so sweet, okay? Try and use original catfish when making your Nsala. I have my fresh pepper and onion for seasoning the meat. I have my dried prawns, ground crayfish, uziza seeds, salt, and seasoning cube. So I also added uziza to this soup, but I didn't show it here, okay? So now that I've introduced all the ingredients to you, let's start making this soup. So the first thing I'll do is to blend the peppers and the onion. So I'll blend that smoothly, but you can also roughly blend it as you like. So I blended that together. I did not want to chop the onion, so I just blended it together with the pepper so that I can use this to season and cook the chicken. So I'll season the chicken with salt and seasoning cube. Then I'll add the blended pepper and onion, after which I'll add just little water to that, cover and put on heat and allow to cook. You can see that I did not put too much water in this so that it can also, so that the meat can come out tasty. So I'll cover this and put on heat until it's at least 60% cooked before I can start adding the rest of the ingredients. The next thing I will do is to add water to this yam and cook until it's tender enough. Then I'll pound it. It will serve as a thickener to this soup. This is the only thing you can use to thicken Nsala soup. You cannot use ede or achi or any other kind of thickener to thicken Nsala soup, okay? So I'll cover that and put on. So just because the quantity of uziza that I'm using to make this soup is small, I won't be able to use my blender to blend this. So I'll just wash and then grind this in my mortar. So after grinding it, I'll place this in a plate, add water to it because I'll be sieving this, and the only thing I'll be adding to the soup is just the water. I won't be adding the whole, see all those debris under. I won't add all of that into the soup. I'll just add the water because if I add all of that, it will just be too much. So I'll set this aside. So the chicken has cooked until there's no more water in it, and also the chicken is not 100% tender but at least 70% cooked. So now it's time to introduce the rest of the ingredients and create the soup stock. So guys, bear in mind that the reason why I'm adding my goat meat now is because the goat meat has been pre-cooked. My goat meat is 80% cooked, okay? But if you're using raw goat meat, you're going to add it at the same time you're adding the raw chicken. Now I'll add my dry fish. Can you see the dry fish? Can you see the big chunks of dry fish? I will also add the uziza water, add the ground crayfish, salt and seasoning cube, add enough water that will cook this soup, and then mix all of that together, cover and let that cook until it's time to add the thickener to the soup, okay? The yam is well cooked now, and I'll pound it until I get a stretchy consistency. You can also use your food processor, or if your blender is of high wattage, you can use your blender to also pound this if you want. But my blender is not so strong, so I won't be able to use my blender to do this. So that's why I'm using my mortar to pound this, okay? So I'll just pound until I get a stretchy consistency and then I'll set it aside to be added into the soup. So I allowed the soup to boil like this for at least 10 minutes. Then I added the pounded yam to start thickening the soup, and it took that about 15 minutes to get the soup thickened. And after that, the next thing will be to add the uziza leaf. Though I didn't add the uziza leaf on this day that I made the soup. We ate this soup on New Year Day, and that was the day that I added the uziza leaf to this soup. So I'll just add the pounded yam and allow that to thicken the soup. So this is the soup after I got thickened. Though I did not allow mine to get so thick because we are not eating this soup today. If you're storing this soup in the freezer, remember to also include that thickener. Don't throw it away like as you are seeing those big chunks of thickener. Just divide it. If you're storing it in 3 plates, divide the thickener into 3 plates and put it in each of the plates. And the best way to defrost Nsala soup is to bring it out way earlier before you want to cook it, and let it defrost on its own without putting it in the microwave or without forcing it, because if you do so you might break your fish and your meat. Just let that melt on its own and then pour it into your pot, and the thickener will also do its job. And this is the next day. I brought out the quantity of soup that we want to eat, added my uziza leaf, and then allowed that to cook for about a minute or two, and the soup was ready. If you've watched up until now and you've not subscribed to this channel, please, what is your reason? Don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching as well, or if you learned something. Thank you so much. This Nsala soup is best enjoyed with pounded yam, but if you cannot pound yam, use poundo yam or semo or any kind of swallow that you're so comfortable with. Just make sure that you enjoy it with a fufu kind of swallow, okay, not eba. I'm not a fan of Nsala soup and eba, so I enjoyed mine with pounded yam, and this soup tasted so good. The dry fish, the goat meat, the chicken, and the prawns, everything came together to make this soup so sweet. Make sure you recreate this recipe because this pattern of making Nsala is so nice. Some people add utazi leaf to their Nsala soup and also stockfish. I'm not a fan of that, but I've heard that it also tastes so good. You can add stockfish and also add like a tiny bits of utazi leaf to your Nsala soup, and I'm sure you would love it. Thank you for watching up until now, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye. Happy New Year to you all. Bye.